If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number, I should know this, 165. We've got 6 cards today. 5 of them are basketball. 4 of them are Michael Jordan cards. 3 of them are hierarchy Michael Jordan cards that are either upgrades or completely new additions to the collection. One of them I am actually 2 of them I am really thrilled, excited with because they're in PSA 10 condition and they're hierarchy cards. And you guys know I love to put those gold X's on my hierarchy checklist. I got a soccer card. I got a cheap basketball card that was actually a gift from a viewer of the channel that we're going to talk about a little bit more. Let's get the party started here. We're going to start the slideshow. As always, I'm showing you guys images from my Fanatics Collect Vault. This is where I store all of my cards, including my entire Michael Jordan collection. I like to be able to share the fronts and backs of the cards. I like to use it as an inventory management system. I like to use it as a way to get in and out of cards. As I upgrade one card, out with the old, in with the new, it just makes things really easy for me. It's easier than me handling the cards myself, shipping them, selling them on eBay and whatnot. I just use Fanatics Collect for everything. I buy stuff off eBay. I buy stuff privately. I buy stuff off Golden. I ship all of the slab stuff that I plan to keep in my collection straight to the Fanatics Vault, and that's where I keep it. If you guys are interested in learning more about the Fanatics Collect Vault, please message me on Instagram at any time, Cajun_cardboard, or you can comment in this video. Just remember, when you're selling on Fanatics Collect Weekly, you can use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, all capital letters. If you ever vault or you ever sell cards on Fanatics, if you use the promo code Cajun, you'll be supporting the most consistent content creator in the hobby, yours truly. Not the best, but the most consistent. Card number 1 on our list is real easy. The 1996 Ud3 Star Focus. And by the way, did you know that Ud3 stood for Upper Deck Cubed? I did not know that, but that is what it stands for, Ud3. Number 23, the Star Focus. This is a die cut card. This is a horrific image of the card. It is just really... It's pretty ugly. I mean, it is. This card could have been so much more eye-popping. A lot of people don't know there's actually a film that covers the surface of this card. It's a pretty tough card in PSA 10. I think it's a pop 101, so right at 100. It's not a rare card. This is not a rare card. It's also a subset card, so it is not an insert, and you're not going to see it in the hierarchy. But this PSA 10 copy I picked up from the great VTV Sports Cards a few months ago. Jojo Contino, one of the best Jordan collectors in the business. Card number 2, and this is one of the cards that I was telling you I'm very excited about. Picked up the 97 Ultra Gold Medallion 98 Greats, number 259G. Picked it up in a PSA 10 copy, which is tough. This is a low pop card. You can barely tell it's a gold medallion, but it is. And let's see. Whoa, it's slow loading. There you go. On the back, gold medallion edition right there. So again, it doesn't look too much different than the base version. The cool thing about this is I had a PSA 9 copy of the gold medallion 98 Grace. So now this PSA 9 copy, this is what I was saying, I will put the Cajun promo code on it. I will move it straight into the next weekly auction. I will recycle some of that money and I'll get it back, and it'll go to defray the cost of the PSA 10 copy that I picked up. So PSA 9 copy out, PSA 10 copy in, and I am putting that card to bed as it pertains to the hierarchy. Now here's the big boy in the family. This is the BGS 9 Platinum Medallion 98 Greats. And as you can see on the back of this one, this is actually serial numbered, number 36 out of 100. Platinum Medallion. And so that's the big boy card right there. BGS 9 Platinum over PSA 10 Gold Medallion any day, all day, every day. And then, of course, now the new member of the family is the Gold Medallion PSA 10. And that's it for the 98 Grades Gold Medallion. So good addition to the collection. I love checking that box and putting that yellow X mark on my hierarchy spreadsheet. Next, we got a 97 Fleer Zone Michael Jordan. This is a PSA 9 copy. So for those of you that recall, in a prior mail day, I bought an 8.5, BGS 8.5. And with as a placeholder, right? I rarely buy that card, but I picked it up at what I thought was a very, very good price. I thought about cracking it and submitting it to PSA, so I had it shipped from Fanatics. Again, just because I vault my cards at Fanatics Collect up in Oregon doesn't mean I can't get the cards in hand if I want them. They're 72 hours away, so I wanted the card in hand. I wanted to look at it up close to see if I thought I could crack and cross over my BGS 8.5 to a PSA 8. As a placeholder, I'd just rather the PSA 8. I like PSA 8s, PSA 9s, BGS 9.5, PSA 10. Those are kind of my grades, you know, unless it's a huge card, and then I just don't care. And I got it in hand. I was like, you know, this is not going to cross. But as fate would have it, this bad boy right here was available in another ongoing Fanatics Collect weekly auction. And so I decided, you know what? I don't need to worry about this BGS 8.5 Fleer Zone from 1997. I've got the new bad boy in hand. So once I got the PSA 9, now I have an 8.5 that will be for sale. I'll probably try to move that thing on Instagram since that card is in hand. Otherwise, again, I would just move it over into the next Fanatics Collect weekly. This is a tough card. It's a really, really tough card to grade. Let me do this and pull this up and see if I can show you guys. What did we say? 1997 Fleer Zone Jordan PSA 10. Let's see. Yeah, so the PSA 10 is a $7,000 Pop 9 card. Holy moly. So the PSA 9, obviously, I did not pay $7,000 for, but that should give you some idea. I didn't pay 4 figures for the PSA 9, so you're talking about a $7,000 price tag back in May on the last PSA 10. That card's only sold 10 times in history as a PSA 10, and $7,000 is unquestionably going to be the highest price that's ever been paid. The highest price before that was in 2022, $3,300. So a little more rare than most people would think. And here's the thing, like the pack odds don't seem all that eye-popping, but look at it. It's only been graded 214 times in 27 years. That's not a lot. So a little more rare than people would likely give it credit for. But interesting image of Jordan here on the back. Check this out. That doesn't look like your typical, I'm going to cut your heart out and urinate on your dead body, win at all costs Michael Jordan. It's almost like a pensive, thoughtful, sad, melancholy Michael Jordan image on the back. Really strange. Travel to the zone, and more than likely you will find Michael already there. MJ holds title to this imaginary place thanks to many so magical nights when it seemed like 1 on 5. Only the one was winning. Thanks to unbelievable hang time, incredible shot making, defense drives, and so on. Well, that's insulting to his teammates, but it is what it is. All right, let's move on. Yeah, that PSA 9 is a placeholder, but like I said, I don't see myself paying $7 grand for a PSA 10 copy anytime soon. Maybe a BGS 9.5 will come across in a reasonable price, and I'll pick that one up, and then I can offload the PSA 9. This is a 2023 Finest UEFA prized footballers. You guys know I do collect Jude Bellingham still a little bit, and I do collect his golds because I like that price point on the non-rookie golds, and they're all serial numbered to 50, and for the most part, it's a color match when he was with Dortmund, but now he's on Real Madrid, and if you squint hard enough, it's still sort of a color match, right? Sort of a color match. This prize footballer is an insert that comes out year after year, and this is the 2023 copy, and it's a Pop 8 in a PSA 10. Next, I've got a Tobias Harris rookie, and this is the card that one of the kind viewers of the channel, he messaged me on Instagram, and he said, look, I really appreciate your channel. I appreciate all your content as a contribution and as a way to support the channel. I want to send you the Tobias Harris Prism PSA 10. And so you're probably wondering, well, Cajun, you didn't tell us you collected Tobias Harris. I don't, but I do collect the 2012 first year Prism basketball set, base set in PSA 10, and I think I only need 9 more, and I think Tobias Harris was, well, I know Tobias Harris was one of the 9 that I needed. Well, this gentleman had watched the video where I talked about that Prism set, and he knew that I needed Tobias Harris, and that's the only real player left. And again, this is a $50 card, but that's a $50 token of his appreciation, and just the idea that this guy appreciated the channel and was kind enough and thoughtful enough to reach out to me, to go out of his way to reach out to me. He did have a Fanatics Collect Vault, which makes it super easy. All he did was say, send me your ownership key. I send him my key. Every Fanatics Vault owner who has cards in the Fanatics Collect weekly Fanatics Collect Vault has an ownership key. If you send your ownership key to somebody else, they can instantly instantly transfer a card into your vault. And so when I sent him the key, 2 minutes later, the card was out of his vault and into my vault. That is one of the beauties and another awesome perk of being on Fanatics Collect and using their vault for the way that you collect. So Tobias Harris, good player, originally drafted by my Bucks. He's been all over the place, you guys know. And so now he is unfortunately a Detroit Piston, so we'll see how he fits in with all those young Bucks and see what they can do. But thank you again to the gentleman who reached out to me on Instagram and showed me the kindness and sent this gift. There are still phenomenal people out there in the hobby. I try to do random acts of kindness like this all the time. I don't necessarily go on the channel and talk about them, but when someone does something like this for me, I like to come on the channel and talk about it and let you guys know, we say stay positive in the hobby. Every time I sign off this channel, I say stay positive in the hobby and peace. Stay positive in the hobby. This is just a class act and it was really awesome, and so I'm truly appreciative of it. It's a small token, but it's just the thought that counts. I know that sounds corny and cliche, but it really is, and it was like, man, that is a flattering and much appreciated. So that's one less card that I'm still chasing for that 2012 Prism PSA 10 set. Like I said, I've got all the big boys. Not that any of those are very big right now, but all I have left is a bunch of commons. So, and then the last card, which is also, I think, probably my favorite pickup, along with that gold medallion PSA 10, is this 1998 Topps Gold Label, Black Label Michael Jordan. Confusing name, right? Is it Gold Label? Is it Black Label? Which is it? Well, it's both. Gold Label is the name of the product. Black Label is the parallel. And if you look up here, this is actually emblazoned in black. There is a red label, which I'm about to show you, but this is the Black Label. This is not numbered, okay? So like the gold medallions, it's not numbered, and the platinum medallions are numbered to 100. The black labels are not numbered, but the red labels are also numbered to 100. So let me just show you a little family here. So this is my 1998 Topps Gold Label base, black and red. And so I have got the gold label base right here, and that's what this looks like. And you'll notice that Topps Gold Label up here in the top right corner, if it ever loads. It's loading slow today. That's weird. Normally these things load really quick. It's really strange. Like normally these are instant. So there's your gold label, and you can tell that's gold foil, right? Okay. Same image. Everything's the same except it's in gold and it's in gold. And so I've got a PSA 10 copy of that. This is the red label. So this is the rare one. This is a very rare card. It's a tier 2 Michael Jordan hierarchy card. And if it will load, you will be able to see that, of course, the label is in red and the name down here is still in gold at the bottom. This one also, you're really going to have to squint and you might not be able to see it on a 2D image. In fact, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to. Okay, there you go. If you look really, really close in here, this is number 77 out of 100. It's indented into the card, but there is no foil whatsoever. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it runs right here. It's 077/100. So this is card number 77 out of 100. The first time I bought it, I was like, I got the card, it came in my vault, I hadn't been paying attention, and I was like, damn, I got a backdoor unnumbered copy, and then I realized, oh my gosh, you've got to really, almost got to feel it, because it's kind of indented and stamped into the card, but it's not stamped with any foil, so it's really hard to tell. And then, of course, I got the PSA 10 Black Label that we just looked at. There you go right there. So that's the entire family of those cards. So going back to our mail day, like I said, man, 6 cards. We've got the UD3 Star Focus 10, the Gold Medallion 10, the Fleer Zone Placeholder PSA 9, because 7,000 is just too much for a PSA 10. It's just that simple. Another gold Jude PSA 10, the Tobias Harris gift, random act of kindness, which is probably my favorite part about this mail day. I'm happy just thinking about that. And then the 1998 Topps Gold Black Label Michael Jordan PSA 10. That's it, guys. Mail day number 165 is in the books. 165 is a lot of mail days. That's 3 years worth of mail days. I guess 3 years would be 52 weeks a year, 156. And this is 165. So we're over 3 years worth of mail days. That's if I did one mail day a weekend. Sometimes I do 2. Sometimes I'd skip a weekend recently. I've not been buying nearly as much, and I'll be honest with you, it's because I'm losing everything. I think in the last 4 Fanatics weekly auctions, I bid pretty aggressively on cards that I really do need, and not all of them are PSA 10s, and I've only won maybe 2 cards. That Black Label's one of them, is maybe one of the only cards I've won in maybe 3 weeks, but I've been selling a lot of cards. So I've been sort of trying to build a war chest to start picking up some of these tier 2 cards that I am missing, and I've got a video coming out soon with sort of an update on where I am in tier 4. I think that one's already come out. Tier 4, tier 3, tier 2, tier 1, and I'm going to kind of show you guys where I'm at in my personal hierarchy journey, my personal hierarchy collection. And we'll talk through some of the cards I have, I don't have, how much they're worth, how do you find them, what you're looking for, why I want this, why I don't care about that, why I'm waiting. Just some fun, chit chat about some of the Michael Jordan hierarchy cards. That's it, guys. Mail day's over. Hope you're having a great weekend. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.